Hi, performers and achievers. Welcome to Performers and Achievers Daily with me, Gavurla. In today's episode, here's my point of view. Always become more effective and efficient. Or another way for me to say it is you always become more effective and efficient. That's my point of view. Let's unpack this. So you may be thinking, well, I had this dream. I lived the dream or dreams, clear goals, priority tasks, and it didn't occur. Or you had success, succeeded. However, the outcome you were envisioning, or not even really envisioning, let's say the end result didn't occur. Whatever it may be. It could be anything. Doesn't really matter what it is. So, first of all, you're still succeeded. Sure, you did. Secondly, it's definitely not a failure because you succeeded. Thirdly, what does it do? It's a segue right into your next. Let's say if it's a dream, another clear goal, other priority tasks. And what does it do? You gained wisdom, you gained experience, you gained knowledge, skills, practical breakthroughs, and learning that are implementable, and applicable to this other endeavor through a lot of times I talk about your adaptability link. Because it's not all for waste, right? Because it's not. Because now you have so much more of everything after having the wisdom, the experience, the knowledge that you gain, all of that, the skills, the breakthroughs and learning, and it just nicely supports you into that next initiative, endeavor. See how that works? Right? That's my point of view. So you are always becoming more effective and efficient. You're succeeding. You succeed. From there, you go and continue to succeed. And a lot of times you do have the end result, achieve the end result, accomplish it. It may even become greater than you really imagine. You could describe it. Or you segue right into or pivot or because of your initiative, another good opportunity, good benefits, and good options occur. Compliment yourself with good, good. you are becoming more effective and efficient. Now, does it happen on its own? No. There's always something that you can become more effective and efficient in, and it becomes part of your muscle memory, which basically means that it becomes a unconscious, competent habit. And that means that you have more bandwidth. There's more room for you to make practical breakthroughs in learning and add to that repertoire that you have. Your mind has infinite capacity. It really does. However, your computer, probably watching this on a computer, it doesn't have infinite capacity. There's only so much on that hard drive before you max it out. However, your mind can't just overload it. You won't like that. So that's where the skill comes in, where you have someone who's either educating, coaching, training, teaching, guiding, advising, etc., mentoring. And then you gather all the other areas that may not be so, I guess, inclined to, because you never really probably had any reason to, or it wasn't your perceived role or position, or someone else does that. Well, wouldn't it be sort of interesting, although it's not really your initiative or your endeavor, to learn something about that? Why? Because then, in that particular environment and culture, wherever that may be, so let's say the workplace, then you are able to be more relevant and relatable to each other. It doesn't like frighten you or scare you, or you become nervous or anxious about talking to somebody about some of those initiatives. And of course, you can only go so far in that because you are there for specific initiatives, purposes. However, it's good to be able to have that kind of discussion or conversation or talking to or about that with whomever. And when you learn about it, what happens? There's a huge reward. You're not frightened anymore. You're not scared. You're not nervous. You're not anxious. You're not stressed. Right? I see this in lots and lots of areas. I see this in lots of businesses. I see this in health and wellness. And this is my point of view. So by learning about something, even though it's not your endeavor, your initiative, your specific area of importance or key area, what happens? You realize and you gain the breadth of knowledge, the breadth of relatability and relevance, so that as you continue to pursue whatever it is you may be pursuing, eventually one day, all of those things, initiatives, or whatever those skills are, or habits, or whatever you want to call them, become more and more relevant and relatable to you, right? I'll give you some examples. So you're in a business, you're in a specific area of the business. Well, you know nothing about the other area because that's not your area. However, kind of would be interesting to know a little something about the different areas of a business, right? You know the main areas. However, most likely you're in a specific area. So, for example, are you in the R&D side? Are you in the customer service side? Are you in the marketing side? Are you in the financial side? Are you in the services and product side? Are you in the program side? Are you in the branding side? Are you in the financing? Are you in community relations? Are you in people relations, human relations? Are you in partnerships? Are you in government relations? Are you in multinational relations? All this from one business you're in or workplace, your job is your business. That's all of those to some extent. So to your point of view, someone else does that. Or is your point of view, yes, someone else does that. However, it's interesting to be able to make it relevant, relatable to where you are. And therefore, you can talk good about it. You can see that there's more good opportunity, good options, and good benefits to pursue. Another example in health and wellness. Do you learn about the medical? I'm not asking you to be a medical doctor or medical professional, a psychologist, licensed therapist, licensed counselor. No. However, by learning about and researching, and there's a little bit of wisdom there that's gained, experience is gained, knowledge is gained, skills are gained, practical breakthroughs and learning are gained that are implementable and applicable. And does that have anything to do with your family? Sure, it does. Does business have anything to do with your family? Most likely. Does the medical health and wellness? Sure, it does. Does the have to do with your extended family, friends, citizens, and others? Sure, it does. My point of view is this, is that we have families, extended family, friends, citizens, and others. Businesses and communities are humanitarian. Yes, they are humanitarian. That's something to really think about. So your bonus today is the following assignment. In your business or in your family, extended family, friends, citizens, others, place of business, workplace. Your job is your business. You may have more than one, is your business. Communities. You know, you may be part of more than one community, probably are. Where could you put something in there that's humanitarian? Or some people call it social responsibility. There's different names for it. It's the right people for the endeavor, for the initiative. Talk good to each other, share the right things with each other. And that's where the success is in the sustainable, beneficial working relationships or family relationships, extended family relationships, friend relationships, citizens relationships, others relationships. That's where, or that's what it's really about. And that's what really succeeding is about. So what am I doing here? I'm really putting the person or people first. The rest is an asset or it's a building, it's a product, it's a service, it's a program, it's a car, right? Who created it? Who designed it? Who planned it? Who scheduled it? The right people talking good to each other, sharing the right things with each other. And sure, for each initiative, each endeavor, whatever dream or dreams you may have, clear goals, priority tasks. It may be just you and your support system, or mostly you. It's always mostly you to some extent. And then one or more other people, or a bunch of people. So the right people talk good to each other, share the right things with each other. And there's a place for you in specific endeavors, initiatives. And most likely you have more than one endeavor, initiative, dream, clear goal, task. So do you have the right people? Choose gratitude for the right people. You talk good to each other. Share the right things with each other. And most importantly, recently, I put together my core principles or core values. And they've evolved as obviously the local, statewide, regional, national, global, world, universe has evolved. So here are mine. The first one, civility. Civility is essential. Without civility, we just can't go anywhere. That is reality. Second one is succeed. Which another way to think of that is do more good. That doesn't mean you always need to be doing something. The other one is become or always become more effective and efficient. And then the last one is extremely high character. Say, although some people may not be the right people, and you only have so much bandwidth, right? No one can authentically connect and talk good and share with the right people with people, each and every person in the world in the universe. There's just no way. Bandwidth's not there. However, by having the ones that are the right people, and then realizing talking good to each other, sharing the right things with each other is what actually is the most significant and meaningful, beneficial about the whole experience together. It's not the end result. Think about it. That's what really is important. And sure, many times, sometimes the end result does happen. Sometimes it doesn't. However, you are always becoming more effective and efficient. That's what I have for you in this episode. If you like my podcast, like it and comment in the comment section. For those of you who are interested in my private, personal, professional, confidential services and programs, visit my website, rajgavurla.com. Fill out the brief form and we will contact you as soon as possible. Also, for those who are listeners of my podcast, you are performers and achievers, contact me, send me an email, contact me via social media. What do you want me to talk about in a future episode? I'll be glad to look at it. Think about it. And if I have the a point of view that is beneficial to you, then sure, I most definitely will put together a podcast. I would like to. Enjoy your day.